Good morning and welcome to another Friday Forum. Hope you've all had a good week. I thought I would just touch on the issue with EPCs and just to kind of clarify as much as I can the situation. So they're very much in the news at the moment. There's a lot of chat about EPC bandings. So your EPC is your Energy Performance Certificate. Every home will have an EPC, and if it's a tenanted property, it has to have a valid EPC. And your EPC shows what your current banding is, and it also shows what the potential is of your property if you carry out certain measures. So those measures might include loft insulation, maybe new windows, doors, your heating source, renewables, maybe solar panels, etc. So there'll be costs of what you could spend in order to improve your banding. Now, the reason that this is in the news at the moment is that the UK government have brought in legislation that tenanted properties need to be a minimum band C by 2030. Now, don't panic, because housing in Scotland is a devolved issue and we haven't got the same legislation in place as yet. However, there are current consultations underway, and no doubt we will follow suit. And we all want to live in better quality housing. We all want our EPC ratings to be higher. We don't want to live in mouldy, cold, hard to heat houses. So it is in everybody's interest to raise the banding of our EPCs in our homes. So if you're a landlord and you have a property that does have a low EPC band, have a look at your EPC and see what proposals you could put into place in order to improve your banding. If you're a landlord looking to buy a property, have a good look at that, what the current EPC is. It might be that you have the skills, the money, the funding, the expertise to carry out some works, and therefore it might be a really good purchase for you, and you're going to increase the value of your property if you do those works. But it's certainly something that we need to all be more aware of, what the current EPC is on our property and what it potentially could be, and maybe start to think about perhaps smaller things, maybe things that don't cost so much money. If you do have to put in a new heating system, have a look at what's the best option for you going forward. If you're doing lighting, so low energy lighting can improve your banding. So there might be small things you can do in your property to actually improve your overall banding. As I say, it's not legislation in Scotland just now. There is a lot of chat about it and people are asking questions and worrying about what their EPC levels are. So, but it is definitely time that we all think about it and we look at those properties and think, what can we do to make those properties more energy efficient? As always, if you want to discuss anything particular to your property, if you're a tenant or you're a landlord and you want to talk about your EPCs or you want to have a look at it or maybe even get some quotes for work, then of course get in touch at Hamilton Property. We're more than happy to discuss your individual requirements and your individual queries. So hope that helps in some way and doesn't cause you too much worry, and have a good weekend. Speak to you soon. Bye.